Which of these two films, Single White Female or Stalked by My Doctor, do you prefer?
Oh, am I a trashy person if I say Stalked by My Doctor?
Well, if
Because I
you are,
think
then
it's
so am
Stalked by
I,
My
because I'm
Doctor.
saying the same thing. It's for me, it's not
Yeah.
that close.
No, it's not even close for me either.
Stalked by My Doctor is so entertaining. I don't know what it is. Like, literally, I watched that movie. I'm like, oh my god, this is awesome. And I looked up like Doug Campbell and I just threw a bunch of his movies on our lists that we can randomly select them. I had never heard of him before. I had never heard of any of these movies. I knew, I know Eric Roberts. I know he does a lot of shit. And maybe this is an example of that, but this is at least an example of fun shit that he does. So yeah. I love Stalked by
It
My
was,
Doctor.
yeah. It was just such a fun, silly little watch. And there were moments of suspense. Like I said, I thought she was dead at one point. I
Yeah.
believed this stupid movie.
When, I thought they were going to stumble upon him when he fell asleep in her bed.
Oh my god. No, it was again, like I said, I'm firmly into the universe of this movie and I now am going to need to watch some of these other ones, I
Yeah,
think.
I need to too. I this is still the only one I've seen, in part because I
I want to know
wanted to
how
do this episode
formulaic
first. But yeah,
the whole universe is
yeah,
because
I got to see Stalked by My Mom or Stalked by My Mother, whatever that is, whatever that's
yeah.
called.
You need to finish the Stalked by My Doctor
I
series if
do.
you want to call it that, but absolutely, I will be branching out. I know how I'm going to spend at least part of my weekend now.
All right, so how do you think these two movies stack up as a double feature?
Like I said earlier, these two movies I think are well paired with one another because it
I
is
agree.
kind of same but different, and I think it's a good example of crazy female versus crazy male.
Yeah, that's the really interesting thing, and it's also like understated craziness to overstated craziness. Male rage, female rage, like we see those depicted much differently. The movies handle very similar subject matter, but they handle them completely differently, with different degrees of subtlety. And I think that's kind of why they work well together. It's like, if you want to see what single white female would look like if handled by Doug Campbell, I think we have a pretty good rubric for that now. These movies work remarkably well together. They're the same exact genre, which is not always common because we select these movies at random, but yeah,